Today we are working on lesson 20, apply. So this is what you should have opened up. You're going to really need to pay attention to this one because we're going to be doing a lot of different things on animations, and it's easy to miss one and mess things up. So pay attention. Go ahead and save the presentation with your initials at the end of it to where you normally save everything. Step 3 says use the animation painter to copy the animation from the presentation title to the title placeholders on slides 2 through 6, and then adjust the order of animations if necessary so the title animation is first on all slides. So we're going to click on the title slide on the first slide. We're going to go up here to animations, and where it says animation painter, double click it. Don't single click it, but you need to double click it, and you'll see that the paintbrush is loaded in where your mouse is. And then go to each slide and click on the title. Do that on slides 2 through 6. And then it says to adjust the order if necessary so the title animation is first on all the slides. So on slide 6 you can see that mine has got a 2 on it. So let's click on the animation pane and let's drag it up to the top. So the title now, you see it's a 0 and a 1 and a 2. Oh, I need to click on the animation painter to deselect that. Go to slide 5 and title, drag it up to the top. Slide 4, it's the only animation. Slide 3, it's the only animation. Slide 2, let's drag the title to the top. So there, the title should be at the top on all of your animations. We're going to close the animation pane now. Step 4 on slide 3, so click on slide 3. Animate the Smart Art diagram with the wipe animation effect. So click on the Smart Art diagram, click on your animations tab. We're going to click wipe. You can see that it came in from the bottom. We want to change the effect options to from left. Click effect options, select from left, and then change it to 1 by 1. So click effect options again and 1 by 1. You can see that they're all coming in 1 by 1. And then change the start to after previous. So where it says start, click the down arrow, click after previous. And the duration to 2.00. So right now your duration is 0.5. So change that to 2. Step 5 says apply animations on slide 4 as follows. So we're finished with slide 3, so click on slide 4. Animate the personal injuries placeholders to zoom. So click on personal injuries, zoom, and then after previous. So on the down arrow beside start, click the down arrow and select after previous. (5B) says animate the bullet list under personal injuries. So click on the bullet list. We want it to fly in. Fly in. Effect options is going to be from left. Change it to after previous. The down arrow. After previous. And set a delay of 1. So delay. Change that to 1. 5C says use the animation painter to copy the animation for personal injuries to illnesses. So click on Personal Injuries, single click on Animation Painter, and click on Illnesses. So now it has the same one. 5D says animate the bullet list under illnesses in the same way as the left bullet list, changing the fly-in direction for the bullets to from right. So click on this list. We want it to fly in. Effect options is going to be from right. It's going to be after previous. And the delay was 1. Step 6 on slide 5. So click on slide 5. Change the animation on the picture to fly in from right. So click on the picture. Right now it's a pulse. We want it to fly in. The effect options needs to be from right. Step 7 says animate the bulleted list on this same slide to fly in from left as one object. So click on the bulleted list, fly in, effect options, it's going to be from left. Click effect options again and select as one object, and you see they all fly in together. Step 8 says on that same slide adjust the order of animation so the picture animates at the same time as the bullet list. So let's open up our animation pane. Right now you've got 0, 1, 2, you've got the title, you've got the picture, and the bullet list. We want to click on the content placeholder, and we're going to select start with previous. And so now both of those are going to fly in at the same time. If you want to test that, you can click slideshow from current slide, and you see they both slide in at the same time. Then it says make the same changes to the bullet list in the picture on slide 6. So go to slide 6. Animation, you got your animation pane, so you have your title, which has a 0, you have a 1 and a 2. So on this content placeholder 2, select the down arrow, start with previous, and you see they both have a 1 on it. They're both going to come in at the same time. Step 9 says on slide 7, so go to slide 7, and it says apply the shape's motion path effect to the word art graphic. So click on the word art graphic. Don't be confused, don't select shape right here because that's not a motion effect. Click the down arrow right here. Here are your motion paths down here. So select shapes, and there's your shape motion path effect. Have it start after previous. So up here, change this start after previous. Change the smooth in setting for this effect to 0. So click this down arrow, select effect options. Your smooth in right now is 1. We want to change this smooth in to 0. So if you just drag it to the left, it's at 0. Click OK. Step 10 says insert a text box on slide 1 with your name. So go to slide 1, insert text box, and type your name. Doesn't matter where you put it, as long as you have a text box with your name. Next step says to watch the slideshow from start to finish and then adjust any timings or effects to improve the presentation. We're not going to make any adjustments. I want to make sure that it's like it should be, and I'll point out the things that I'll be looking for. So when you start from the beginning, when you go to, each of these you should see the title come in at the beginning like that. These should come in automatically from the left. There was a delay. I think we put a delay of 2, maybe. Duration was 2, I think. So needs to have that effect. On this slide, you should have personal injuries come up, and then fractures and dislocations. All your bullets are going to come in from the left automatically. There's a delay of 1, I think it is, and then illnesses. All these should come in automatically from the right. You shouldn't have to click anything. It should do this automatically. Go to the next slide. You have your title, and then these should both, the picture and the bullet list, should fly in at the same time. This was all in one group. Same thing on next slide. Both of those fly in at the same time. And then on the last slide, you should have that smooth motion effect. So if yours look like mine, you're going to make 100. If it doesn't look like mine, you won't. So step 12, close the presentation, saving changes, and exit PowerPoint. So do that and submit it to be graded, and this completes lesson 20 apply.